Today we'll be teaching you to replace the pins and travel adjust bushing in your PNW Components Loam dropper post. To complete this replacement, you'll need a high-pressure shock pump, a 2mm Allen wrench, bike grease, and an adjustable wrench. Begin by reducing the air pressure in your dropper post via the air valve at the top of the post. This can be done with a small tool like an Allen wrench. Unthread the midcap and slide it up the stanchion along with the travel adjust bushing. Locate the machined indent on the threads of the lower tube and pull the travel adjust bushing up the stanchion with your fingernail. Loosen the actuator at the bottom of the post with an adjustable wrench and unthread it by hand. Slide the lower tube up the post to give yourself some space to work. Using a 2mm Allen wrench, remove the 2 bolts that hold the actuator in place, and then remove the actuator. Set aside the actuator rod if it falls out of the dropper. Separate the lower tube from the dropper post. Remove the current travel adjust bushing. Using your fingernail or a small paper clip, carefully remove the 3 small pins from your dropper post. If you choose to use a paper clip or any other small item, be extra careful to not scratch the dropper post. Slide the new travel adjust bushing onto the post and push it up the stanchion towards the midcap. Place the new pins and apply a thin layer of grease to their exposed sides. Slide the lower tube onto the dropper and align the PNW logo with the front of the dropper post. If you're holding the dropper post vertically, the front of the dropper is the side where the saddle head slopes downward. Replace the spacers if you removed them earlier, and replace the actuator rod with the flat end going into the dropper post. Reattach the actuator and its bolts using a 2mm Allen wrench. Thread the actuator back into the lower tube and finish the job with your adjustable wrench. Seat the travel adjust bushing into the lower tube. If you're using the travel adjust, remember that the post needs to be slightly compressed in order to place the bushing in your desired position. Thread the midcap back on by hand. Use a shock pump to add air to your dropper post, but don't exceed 300 psi when the post is fully extended. Test your dropper post to ensure it's working properly. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below or reach out to us via email at info@pnwcomponents.com.